I now take a deep interest. I wish to resign myself to the contemplation of these pictures and the perusal of this small volume which purports to criticize and describe them. Rapidly and gloriously the hours flow by, and the deep midnight comes. I see in vivid light a picture unnoticed before. It is the portrait of a young girl just ripening into womanhood. I glance quickly upon the painting and close my eyes. While my lids remain thus shut, I run over in my mind my reason for so shutting them. It was an impulsive movement, to gain time for thought, to make sure that my vision had not deceived me, to calm and subdue my fancy for a more sober and more certain gaze. In a very few moments, I again looked fixedly at the painting. But I now see aright I cannot and will not doubt. For the first flashing of the candles upon that canvas seemed to dissipate the dreamy stupor which was stealing over my senses, and to startle me at once into waking life. The portrait, I have already said, is that of a young girl. It is a mere head and shoulders, done in what is technically termed a vignette manner. The arms, the bosom, and even the ends of the radiant hair melt imperceptibly with a vague and deep shadow which forms the background of the whole. The frame is oval, richly gilded and filigreed in the rest. As a work of art, nothing can be more admirable than the painting itself. But it could have been neither the execution of the work nor the immortal beauty of the countenance that had so suddenly and so vehemently moved me. Least of all, could it have been that my own fancy, shaken from its half-slumber, had mistaken the head for that of a living person? I see at once that the peculiarities of the design, of the vignetting and of the frame, must have instantly dispelled such ideas, must have even prevented their momentary entertainment. Thinking earnestly upon these points, I remained for an hour perhaps, half sitting, half reclining, with my vision riveted upon the portrait. I have found the spell of the picture to be in an absolute lifelikeliness of expression. It startles me. It confounds. It subdues. It appalls me. I seek eagerly the volume which discuss the paintings and their histories. She was a maiden of rarest beauty, and not more lovely than full of glee. And evil was the hour when she saw, and loved, and wedded the painter. He, passionate, studious, austere, and having already arrived at his art. She, all light and smiles, and frolicsome as a young fawn, loving and cherishing all things, hating only the art which was her rival, dreading only the palette and brushes and other untoward instruments which deprived her of the countenance of her lover. It was thus a terrible thing for this lady to hear the painter speak of his desire to portray even his young bride. But she was humble and obedient, and sat meekly for many weeks in the dark, high-turret chamber where the light dripped upon the pale canvas only from overhead.
But he, the painter, took glory in his work, which went on from hour to hour and from day to day. And he was a passionate, wild, and moody man who became lost in reveries, so that he would not see that the light which fell so ghastly in that lone turret withered the health and the spirits of his bride, who pined visibly to all but him. Yet she smiled on and still on, uncomplainingly, because she saw that the painter, who had high renown, took a fervid and burning pleasure in his task, and wrought day and night to depict her who so loved him, yet who grew daily more dispirited and weak. And in sooth, some who beheld the portrait spoke of its resemblance in low words, as of a mighty marvel, and a proof not less of the power of the painter than of his deep love for her whom he depicted so surpassingly well. But at length, as the labour drew nearer to its conclusion, there were admitted none into the turret, for the painter had grown wild with the ardour of his work, and turned his eyes from canvas merely even to regard the countenance of his wife, and he would not see that the tints which he spread upon the canvas were drawn from the cheeks of her who sate beside him. And when many weeks had passed, and but little remained to do, save one brush upon the mouth, and one tint upon the eye, the spirit of the lady again flickered up as a flame within the socket of the lamp. And then the brush was given, and then the tint was placed. And for one moment, the painter stood entranced before the work which he had wrought. But in the next, while he yet gazed, he grew tremulous, and very pallid, and aghast.
This is indeed life itself.
Turned suddenly to regard his beloved.
She was dead.